Very good evening to us. Little evening, please. So, apology for starting somehow late tonight, and but we're going to be very, very, very intensive tonight. If you're little evening, so apology for starting somehow late tonight, and but we're going to be very, very, very intensive tonight. Right, so we go here and seriously, right, okay. So I just need to put us through certain things and so move ahead. And I was going through something throughout last week, and I found out a lot of things that we probably not getting right in this space. And I felt it's important I deal with those issues, before we forge ahead. And so just stay put and spot through those aspects of things. So we're talking about planning yourself for real income from crypto. The point is that can I make good income from crypto? Absolutely yes. Okay. But I've made a lot of survey and I've not seen at least up to 60% of our community doing it right in the space of crypto. And I think it's important to remind us certain things that we must put into consideration if we must do well in this space. Time without number, I've always been saying this, that the space of crypto, it's not an investment, but an opportunity that you invest into. And if you understand that language, you will plan yourself effectively to take advantage of every bit, stuff in the space of crypto. Now, if it's not an investment, then what is it? Because it is an opportunity. And as an opportunity, what do? You take advantage of opportunity. And when we say it's opportunity, it is time bound. All right? Opportunity is time bound. So you must check the time and do the right thing. I'm going to go through one point to other, and I go into those our stuff to put us through again. Maybe it can put us on the right track. Number one thing you must know, you must not invest in all the projects mentioned to you. Where? On our platform. All right? Remember, in our platforms, what we deal more on are not the major things we have. What we deal more on are not the major things we have to offer. But we just felt those other things will make sense if we can get it right in learning and generating income. Remember, we are meant to be educating our people. We are meant to be educating the world. We are meant to be educating different group of people, because one thing I have seen in the crypto space is there is low education about cryptocurrency, low education, and the complexity of certain things in the space of crypto make a lot of people not to see, the good things around it. But does that really mean that people are not making good money from it? People are making good money. But I've seen something lately that a good number of people are not making enough money they ought to be making because of the approach they have and the use in the space. Wrong approach in the right project can give a wrong answer, and in fact, a very disastrous result. And so you must not invest in all the things mentioned to us. You must not. So get that to your mind, that irrespective of whoever that is bringing that thing to you, Is it Felix himself? Don't believe in what Felix says. Okay? Yeah, Felix, that's my name, Felix. Don't believe in what Felix says. You have, you have, you have, you have jurisdictions, you have basis to questions, certain, positions maintained by anybody, irrespective of, we just respect ourselves. Nobody is bigger than anybody. Okay. So what you do, you must learn how to reject, accept what pleases your spirit, your mind in this space. I know what I'm talking about. You have to be critical with yourself and with anybody. Remember, all of us are full of sentiment, selfishness, and all manner. Okay, Felix may be lying to you, may want to deceive you because of his self-interest. You have to see need, the real value to whatever thing you want to take advantage of. And that's why you ask questions. All right. You ask questions. If you cannot ask questions publicly, you can ask questions privately. All right. So you must learn how to ask questions, and not every project. And what I mean by project is that, of course, in our platforms, there are different projects that are happening, but we can beat to our chest everybody in the space of cryptocurrency, especially people who have been in our community for the past 1, 2, 3 years. You can agree with me that third parties project, it's just meant to be secondary in our formulation of priority. Okay, that is, it should not be number one. Okay, if that is the case, does that mean, Felix, when any project comes, we should not invest in it? Not at all. I don't say that. Okay, because Felix, you yourself, you are investing in different projects. So why are you now saying we should not invest in all projects? It's not compulsory. Don't force yourself into all projects. Okay, we keep bringing different projects. We keep bringing different opportunities. We are not going to deny you of seeing opportunities around, but take note that it's not compulsory for you to invest in all projects. Okay, now next point is you must ensure you have crypto assets you are holding for the future. You must ensure you have a crypto asset you are holding for the future. What do I mean by that? For some of us who are on Build With Me Premium Group that you are trading, you don't trade for today alone. And you don't trade coins that are only performing only today. You trade coins and hold coins that they have a lot of potential for the future. Many people don't understand when you talk to them and say, hey, take advantage of this. Okay, I don't want to do this. I like this. You don't need to do that. You have to do your own research and look at how does this thing benefit me? And that's where sentiment comes to play. So you have to try by all means to take advantage of things, and you now need to, how do I call this? Something this way. Okay, I'll check it later. Okay, so you must ensure, okay, you have projects, okay? You must have projects that you can hold for the future. So you must ensure you have crypto asset you are holding for the future. Let me use an example. Maybe if I go with this, you will get to understand. I'm a network marketer, which many of us will know. Okay. I'm an investor. I'm a trader. And now, practically, getting involved in cryptocurrency, even if you are a trader, or rather, let me call it this way, even though if you are a network marketer, you should have certain crypto that you buy to hold maybe for the next 1 year or 2 or 3. Let me use a practical example. A practical example of what I'm saying was, I remember when I was this guy. I remember when I bought some coins, even though I was building a network marketing that you were earning some bonuses, commissions, and all of that, but I have to route some of those money to certain coins for the future. Many of us know that in 2017, in 2016, I love using an example of what I know I did. And there are a lot of coins we bought that they were not actually for the future, but for the time being. And we took advantage of them. You should know coins that you take advantage of. You should know coins that you will hold for the future. Of course, when we're talking about holding coin for the future, yeah, Bitcoin is number one, of course. But if you're holding Bitcoin, it's for your security and not for too much profit. Please take note of that. Bitcoin is for your security and not for too much profit. Bitcoin cannot give you the phenomena of the type of profit you're looking for in holding it, but it gives you your security. That's why you have many people who don't hold any other coin apart from BTC. They don't believe in any coin. If it's not BTC, it's not BTC. So if it's not Panadol, it's not Panadol. Okay. So these people have gotten to a level where they are building security around their investment. You just imagine somebody who have 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 Bitcoin now. What do you think you should be doing? Should be wasting 10,000 Bitcoin to one shit coins? No. You have to find a way of protecting his Bitcoin. So irrespective of what Bitcoin does, a man who have acquired Bitcoin when the price of Bitcoin was $10 or $100 or even $1,000 will secure his Bitcoin more. So he's not going to invest in shit hole. For that language, he's not going to invest in any shit coin. He's going to protect his Bitcoin. And these are the people that you see, they invest in projects like lending, okay, project like staking on Binance, staking on Bitrue, staking on different, applications that they know that these are security applications. Staking on OneChain, staking on Celsius, staking on Cryptorium, staking on, Trust Wallet, staking on Crypto.com, staking on different platforms, that they know that these are secure, There's some exchange platform that opens, they have to have insurance. If you don't know today, we have projects, we have crypto platforms, exchange platforms, applications that had an insurance of a certain asset that need to be kept with security agencies, like in the US, like in the UK, and all of that. So they have to keep it. So such project, like, of course, at the magnitude of Binance, Binance, of course, just like when Binance and the hacking of some people's wallet, that it result to about 7,000 BTC loss. That was amount to about $40 million. And Binance, as part of the board of directors and all of that said, I can offer to, don't worry, we'll offer to help you to give another draft. And Binance categorically said, don't worry, we know we are hot, but we are not broke. For a platform to say we are hot, but we are not broke, and offset a bill of $40 million. Those are the platforms you can say, yeah, I think if we have issues, they can be resolved. But we know that definitely there are exchange platforms today that up to now, they cannot resurface. Like Cryptopia, there are different exchange platforms. And that's one of the reasons I'll talk about on security maybe in our next meeting, okay? So ensure you have some assets you kept. And I remember, I kept Binance Coin, BNB, I kept Ethereum, I kept Ripple, I kept IOTA, and so many other coins that even when I sold off, I still kept part of it. Okay? And some coins, when you read more detail about them, you're able to say, okay, these people actually know their owners and they know where they are going to. You can still buy a little of them. Maybe I'll give one example. I have been going and been following this guy for a very long time, even though we make some good money on them in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, Electroneum. Okay, Electroneum launched in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, and we bought into it. We bought into so many ICO that time, and one of the fantastic one that gave us some good money, and that was not a coin to hold, but a coin to take advantage of, was RegaCoin. A lot of people make some insane money on RegaCoin, but was it a project or a coin to hold down to? No, it was just a coin to take advantage of and move on. Now, even though Electroneum sounds so promising, And a lot of people, because of the way they have been doing it, that's another point I'm going to show to you, talking about the sentiment that you must wear in this crypto space. And I bought into Electroneum, and the ICO was sold at 1 cent. There we go. When they were launched to the exchange platform, I quickly moved my tokens to the exchange platform, got them sold from 1 cent to 19 cents. That was 1,900%. And the total volume of Electroneum I bought that time was 232,000 units of Electroneum. Okay, 232,000 units of Electroneum at 1 cent. That would be like how much? If you check it, at 1 cent, that's about, 0.01 multiplied by 232,000, 000. Okay, that's about $2,320 spent to buy Electroneum, okay, in 2017. And I withdrew it and kept it back to the Cryptopia, the same Cryptopia crashed off. And Electroneum moved to about 22 cents. But I sold 200,000 at 19 cents. You go by it, 0.19 multiplied by 200,000. That's about $38,000, right? $38,000. So we take $38,000, we take $2,320 from $38,000. You still have some remaining little money. I think as small as possible. Okay, we still have some little money minus $2,320. We still have about $35,680 as profit. Now listen. Now in 2018, Electroneum still came down to about 11 cents, and I checked my Cryptopia. The 32,000 I have there was still sold at about 700 and something or 800 and something. I sold it and moved the coin, the money to another project entirely. Now, look at the dimension. I said, no matter what this guy want to do, it's not an issue, but let's watch what happens. Today, we should be able to buy Electroneum as low as whatever, I don't know how much, very funny amount. I'm sure with $200 or $500, if I'm not mistaken, I beg your pardon. Let me just quickly move there. There we go. Okay. Okay, what is Electroneum? If you go to CoinMarketCap right now, CoinMarketCap. Okay, if you go to CoinMarketCap or you go to your KuCoin, and Mr. BTC, I think, is honoring the algorithm now. I love this guy. Okay, so Electroneum, ETN. Okay, ETN. Right now, ETN, Electroneum, okay, can you just imagine? So that ETN is 2 pennies. 2 pennies. 2 pennies. I'll go to KuCoin. Let's go here. Electroneum, I think KuCoin. So I just hope somebody's learning and how you have to apply certain sentiments and planning yourself to make money. You are not coming to the space of crypto for fun. You come into the space of crypto to take advantage of it, to build your financial capacity, you know, and it requires effective planning. Okay. This guy, was it? ETN. Okay, ETN. It's ETN. Okay, so 2 penny for ETN right now. This is not a financial advice, but if you have any spare money, you can buy ETN and just keep it in your coin. Okay, it's 2 penny. Okay, let's say you want to buy 200,000 units of ETN at 2 penny. That should give you this. 0.002 multiplied by 200,000. $400. Okay, $400. Right. So I don't have $400. I have just $100. Then let me buy $100. I have $50. So $100 is divided by 4. Divided by 4 is 50,000. So I don't have $100. I have $50. That will buy about 25,000. Okay, so you can buy 25,000 units of electronium and keep. Don't bother about it. It can be part of your holding coin. Let me tell you why. You can do more research about electronium. The guy is not resting. He's doing a lot of things to make sure that the coin gains some stability in the market. Okay, so the guy is working on the project. It's not a recommendation, please. I'm just sharing my secret with you. So you like it, you take advantage of it. Don't like it, you push it. Okay, but but just some strategy. Okay, so there we go. This So you have to ensure that you definitely have some holding coins for the future. If you are trading or if you're in the space of cryptocurrency and you are so much carried away by what you can get right now alone, I can bet with you, you're going to move out of this space shortly. Yeah, I met a lot of friends now. I asked them how is business, and these were people who were making so much noises everywhere before in 2017 when the market was bullish. Crypto is the best, man. Crypto, wow, we are making money. And how are you doing now? They are now promoting maybe one supplement or the other. They tell you now the reverse is the case. Now they're telling you, man, crypto is not a stable place where one can stay. I have to find something tangible. So crypto now become intangible stuff, and I have to look for something worthwhile. Crypto now is now not worthwhile, and I have to look for something that is real, that you can, that you can see that is working, And but these were people, who were talking so much about crypto because the market was booming. And that's why I tell everybody, I said, just make note of this. Everyone who come into the space of crypto by news with rumor, they must leave. And so if you don't want to be part of those people, you must plan yourself and make arrangements. Don't just trade for the now, but plan for the future too. And not every tool in the space of cryptocurrency that is enough to plan for your future. Don't just think, hey, I'm going to make this, I will see this, I'm going to get this, blah, blah, blah. No, because a lot of people do not know what you know. And if you that know much more than others people should be able, to tell them what exactly, prompted you to take certain action, or what actually make you to want to do what you are doing. Let me go here. Sorry, forgive me for that. Okay, so the next thing is you must reduce the numbers of coins you trade per time. Very, very important. The more plenty coins you trade, especially some of us who have claimed we know so much about crypto, the more coins you trade, the more money you lose. If you trade so many coins per time, you are going to crash very soon. I can guarantee you that. Reduce the numbers of coins you trade. You can diligently select 1 or 2, 3 coins and face it squarely. I can assure you, make it. Rather than jumping from so many coins at a time, and you may not be able to account for anything reasonable. It is better you face 1 or 2, 3 coins, and these coins, maybe in a month or 2, these 2 coins or 3 coins, maybe in a month or 2, they're able to do like 60% for you in 2 months, or 20% for you in a month, or 40% for you in a month, or 100% for you in a month. That down you trading so many coins, this may do 20% actually. Another one may do 40% actually. But another one will lose 70% or 100%. You make nothing. You can be frustrated doing that. And that's why I've been telling most of us who are traders, especially on Build With Me Primary Group, I say partition your trade in portfolio or ratio 40-40-20, if you must. If not, partition your trading in ratio of maybe 30, 60, 10. Okay? 30, 60, 10. Okay? Or you can partition in this way, 30, 40, 30. That is holding, swinging, and scalping. You can do that. 30, 40, 30. So why? So the one you are holding, primary coin. Of course, real coins that you know that they have something behind them. The one you are swinging, it can still be the same coin. Just like if you're on Build With Me, go back to some of those coins we have posted, primary, secondary, and primary coins, holding coins, swinging coins, and scalping coins. And there are times that even the holding coin will form a scalping coin. Like what we just did, if anyone who partook on Steem. Steem is a coin that you can hold ordinarily. But because of the forks that had not, we don't even know what's the outcome right now, but the Binance said they were supporting it, Huobi was supporting it. But fortunately, Binance have not circulated our coins to us. Huobi have not seen the circulation or distribution of the Hive blockchain, but I've seen it in Bittrex. Funny enough, I've seen this guy. Let's go here. But I was to start trading it on Bittrex, but Bittrex never made any announcement that they were going to support the hard forks that they came up on Friday last week. But I have seen now the coin on Bittrex already paired with BTC. Okay, but Binance hadn't said anything about it, and many of us bought the coin and keeping it. But for anyone who was trading or who must have been on Build With Me, and we said, oh, this coin was to be having a forks, but if it's going to be having a forks, the price of this coin, of course, will move. And it actually did. Okay, what's that? Let Bittrex come up. So, which the coin actually did. The coin moved by over 240-something%. But what we said was that, hey, everybody, if you are on this guy called Steem, yes, truly we are buying Steem and we are holding Steem because of the forks. What best for you? Since in your trading we've said,
Yes, coming.
sell every spike,
Coming.
sell every spike, okay, and
Ini.
buy every dip. If that is the case, sell every spike and buy every dip. Oh, we bought Steam or Steam.
Good evening, sir.
So now Steam move up. As crazy, we said, oh, now Steam was moving up. What best should you do? Wow. I hope my order will speak for this Cure coin. Cure coin. I saw it at 20%, and just these coins, I have not even checked what they are doing on them, but I just saw a kind of volume that was beefing up to it when I came in to check about this guy Hive, and then look at the coin has done 150%. I think 2 hours ago was when I checked. Now look at the Hive. Okay, Hive. Hive is already here, pairing with BTC. But on Binance, we've not seen it. Now, what best bet did I have? Oh, the best bet we said on our trading room was that please, if you buy Steam, and Steam has done maybe 100% or 200%, which is X2 or X1, divide the coin into two, sell half. If it has done 2x, fine, that makes a lot of sense. How? Why? Because if the coin has done 2x, and let's say you use $100 to buy the coin, now 1x makes additional $100, making your profit and capital to be $200. If you have done 2x, that means it has increased 2 additional 100, which is 200 plus 100, making 300. If you sell half, that means you have $150, and $150 is $100 your capital and $50 profit. Then you have the $150 worth of Steam there to take advantage of the of the forks. But if at the end of the day the coin come down drastically, you can still as well divide this your money in your hand, which is the $150, to buy half again of that money, $75, and increase the volume of Steam. In fact, you have more than the number of Steam you bought primarily. So with that, you've gotten some profit and you hold that off Steam. Now, okay, so we might not dwell on that, and so I was happy somebody did it, a few other persons did it. But somebody said, hey, but I didn't do it. You must not do everything. Remember, the first thing we said, you must not trade every coin, or you must not buy into all the projects. You must not invest in all the projects, okay? Now, the next point is that to say reduce the number of coins. Let's go. You must create a means of retaining fiat on your trading platforms. For some of us who are trading, we understand what we're talking about. For a sudden drop buying opportunity and emergency family needs. Please, I don't want anybody to be under pressure because you are into cryptocurrency. Don't create panic for yourself. Don't give yourself unnecessary stress. You have bought a coin. Let's say you bought a coin, maybe you bought, let's check this. This is Binance. Wow. Ether is answering. Okay. Now, let's say, okay, let me even use Ether as an example. Let's say you bought Ether when it was $13, $14. Okay. Ether came down to as low as $11. Came down to as low as $11. Let's say you bought Ether at $11. There you go. Ether Bear now is at $19. Let's say you bought how many Ether Bear? At $11. You bought 10 Ether Bear. Let me use that example. That's $110. Or you bought 20 Ether Bear. That is $220, right? Now, $220. There we go. $220. Now, Ether Bear is 19 point something dollars. Like myself, I'm waiting for Ether Bear at $40. But this market should come down very well. I don't know what it's still waiting for. By now, it should be crashing very well. But let's watch what happens between now and Wednesday next week. This week, rather, Wednesday, Thursday. Now, if I can be more patient and allow Ether Bear to get to $50. $50. Here we go, at $50 per Ether Bear, and you have 20. That will give me $1,000, and I spend $220. Now, I can sell. Once I have sold, I keep it in USDT. Don't be in a haste, especially when you are making very good profit. Don't be in a haste. Allow the market to still come down very well. Then I can take like $500, okay, from this $1,000. When BTC is down properly, okay, when BTC is down properly, let's say when BTC had come down, let's see, this guy. Okay, you know what network is doing. Okay, so let it come in. So maybe when BTC come down to $3,500 or possibly $3,000, you take $500 out of your Ether Bear money and buy BTC and watch where the market is going to. If I'm buying BTC or oh man, what's up? Okay, so let's go. So just get the point, and because I'm going to show some example, and so and then you must be sentimental in recouping your capital first on any investment project on crypto. Case study, credit, EDC. How do I mean? If you invest in any of the projects, let's say EDC for instance, and then when you are coming into EDC, your entry price maybe what, as time goes by, EDC got spiked just like its normal way. And even with 10,000 units of EDC, remember, you've leased about 30,000. Okay, you've leased about 30,000. Now, the coin got spiked, but you have only accrued 10,000. But the coin got spiked seriously that 10,000 EDC can be sold at about 100,000. Do not hesitate of selling it. Why? You're working towards retaining your capital even while your project continues. Remember, the EDC is a two-dimensional stuff. The 30,000 units of EDC you bought, maybe when it was 150,000 naira to buy that, or 100,000, it's still your own capital or asset. Then the accrual is actually your profit. But while you're waiting is that you want a good spike, you sell to make good money. And so at that point, you have to be sentimental. You sell the EDC, maybe to BTC, or whatever, and you have been able to recover maybe 100,000, or maybe it's up to 15,000 units or 20,000 units you have accrued, and you sell and maybe making up to 200,000 or 150,000. That sentiment must be given first. The same thing on credit, for instance. I was experimenting last week and I sold some credit at 0.01 in Naira and all of that. Now, if you're in there, when you're coming in, let's say you buy credit, check. Okay. Okay, so let's say when you are coming into credit, the price, because majority of us, that's why I tell everybody, take note of which price you're coming in. Most of us in our community who come into credit, we come in when it was about 57000. Some of us 45000. That order. So let's take the average. The majority of us in our community come into credit when it was this. Now, if you bought credit worth of 100,000 naira, was going to be this volume, for instance. 100,000 naira. Of course, remember the charges and everything. There are a lot of charges you paid. So the 100,000 naira worth of credit you bought was actually not up to 20 million because of the charges. So let's say 97,000 naira was what coming. Okay, so I just want to be critical here. 97,000 naira was what coming. Okay, 97,000 naira, that's going to give you about 19.4 million credit. Okay, now you've staked the coin. Every hour is giving you a certain percentage. So let's say in 6 months, which is half of one calendar month, you've gotten half of this. It's most likely you can get almost half of this in 6 months. Okay, so if I've gotten almost half of this, which is about 9.5 million. Let's just say 9.5, or let's say 9 million in 6 months. Now, at that point, credit has gotten up to 9.4 million or 9 million. Yes, it's 9 million. Okay, 9 million credit. This is my correct? Yeah, something like that. 9 million credit. But at that point, credit went up to as high as 0.009. Okay? 0.009. Am I correct? Something like that. Yeah. 0.009, thereabout. 0.009 in this amount. Now, that volume you have accrued, you can sell. Or, like the last price I sold I was experimenting 0.01. So let's say it's at 0.01. Now, that is about 90,000 naira. 6 months, for instance. Now, you have to apply sentiment. You can sell half or you can sell all. If you sell all, now, this is what we're going to do. Once you sell all at this price, and the market dropped very well, like you see the way the market dropped recently. Now, if you're buying back with 90,000 naira, when the market now, let's say the market now stopped back down to 0.006, and you are using 90,000 naira to buy, okay? 90,000 naira to buy, it's going to give you about 15 million, for instance. Now, and you sold 90 million or 9 million. It's going to give you about 15 million. Now, don't just, you can just leave the other one, in the mini POS, the 19.4 is there, then the additional accrual is there. Now, what you are doing here is that as this market again go up, maybe to 0.02, you sell that to 150, that's about 300,000. Okay? What you actually invested was 100,000. Ensure that your effort you first do is the sentiment of getting some of your capital. Okay? So case study, credit, etc. Okay? Now, next thing, you must be ready to be a good research student. This is very, very important. You must be ready to be what? A good research student and always do your own research. Do your own research. If you are in our community and you're not ready to take home assignment, discipline yourself, take home assignment. What do I mean? Just like some of us, if you go to the church or you go to the mosque and all of that, the priest is going to show you a lot of things. The priest cannot give you everything there to quote all the scripture for you. The imam will not be able to give you all the things inside the Quran. Now, after you have done, it's just that the imam, the priest, have been able to give you some highlights. You go back home and work based on that. As a student, for instance, if you don't do your own research, your exam can still frustrate you. And in fact, one of the best secrets in crypto is this: research. It gives you valid information, facts, and figures. Then you can come back to ask questions and say, oh, I got this. How true? What do you think? Is it possible? What do we do here? And all of that. So be a good research student. Next, you need to reduce your exposure to new pump and dump coins on new exchange platforms. Case study, coinsbit.io. Hello. Now, there are a lot of exchange platforms that are coming out every day. I'm not saying coinsbit.io is a scam. I didn't say that. There are a lot of exchange platforms that will be coming out. Because if I say it's a scam, there have been Bittrex, there have been Yobit, there have been different exchange, even Poloniex, before Binance. But where Binance we talk now, Bittrex will have to keep quiet. There have been Bittrex, there have been Poloniex, there have been Bitfinex, and different exchange platforms before Binance. Binance is just almost the youngest in top crypto exchange platform. Binance was 2017. Now, if we said Binance is a scam because it was a new exchange platform, that means a lot of fantastic things that many people had enjoyed on Binance wouldn't have enjoyed it and would miss out. But what we're saying is that be careful about the new coins listed on some of those new exchange platforms. Listen to me. Most of those coins do not really have any basis. And once a coin does not have a basis, remember, if the market crashes more, people will withdraw their money from such coin and put back to the Bitcoin. And that's exactly what's going to happen, that those coins will drop to the minimum level where they now drop below a tradable price. And then eventually you see them no more. A coin that will crash from 1,000 Satoshi to 1 Satoshi, you know what it means? A coin that will crash from 2,000, 3,000 Satoshi back to 2 Satoshi and now be dancing between 2, 1, 2, 1. You're on your own. You have enough money there, so you should not concentrate so much on some of those coins. Be careful, so important. The next, you must always sell every spike and buy every dips without emotions. Always sell every spike and buy every dips without any emotion. Don't apply emotion in your business. And the market has no respect for your emotion. So buy every dip, sell every spike. And I know a lot of people do this. When the dip is down so much, they are so tired, so distressed, so emotional. Oh, it's like the coin has crashed entirely. Bitcoin has finished me. I'm finished. Then congratulations, you are finished. Finish yourself. That is the best time to collect enough. That is the time to be greedy. That time you apply your greed is actually when you are to exit. That time you are afraid of applying your greed, that's the best time to apply it. How? When the market crashed entirely, everybody are afraid, they run away. But that's when you are meant to be more greedy, looking for money left and right to make sure you buy enough. Example, what happened last 1-2 weeks? Bitcoin came down to as low as $3,700. If you were greedy enough to have even look for money everywhere, sell your kitchen chair, sell your car, sell everything around you, and then, in fact, scrape every of your beer and then sell it off, and then get money and buy BTC, right? And at $3,700, and BTC went up to $6,900. You know what it means. So that time you are afraid is when you are meant to be greedy. But because many of us lack information and understanding. So the market, every spike should be sold. And most people apply their emotion when the market spikes. Oh my God, the market is just doing well. Yes. Listen to me. That's when we have so many wicked market analysts, funny group of people who come and say, hey, Bitcoin is going to $20,000, now that is at $9,500, just hold it. Then you too follow. And you don't ask yourself, how much did I bought and how much have I sold? It's not about the market price. It's all about your own price. How much did you bought and how much did you sold? I sold most of the Bitcoin in our trading platform. Many of us are saying, hey, my market have been placed at 9.5, 9.8, 10,000, 10,002. But we're expecting to see Bitcoin at maybe as high as $10,400. Remember, myself didn't sell at $10,400. But I sold for one of my clients at $10,400 because as at the time BTC jumped and surpassed $10,200, I've already sold my own, and somebody was still not hadn't still sold his. I was like, what were you waiting for? Okay, fine. BTC at $10,400. Let us sell. He said, are you sure? It's like still going up. I said, okay, I will hands off. Then he said, no, go ahead. And we sold at $10,500. Eventually, Bitcoin hit $10,500. The thing was coming down. It was coming down. So a lot of people have said, well, the BTC, if we get to this price, so price, we may see that is. And then there we go. And when the colliding of Dow Jones, the stock, the corona and the coronavirus and all manner of nonsense start happening, we say, oh, if the market crashed to $8,200, then expect anything, maybe as low as $3,000. But the person I told that the Bitcoin was going to crash to as low as $3,000, say, save me from all this, from 9,000. How? I said, what are you talking about? If a market can jump from $2,000 to $10,000, then why are you questioning the crashing from 9,005 back to 2,000? But I'm expecting Bitcoin. Please don't put the trigger on my head, guys. I'm expecting Bitcoin lower than $2,000. Somebody say, then I'm finished. You finished yourself. When the market was boom, did you sold? No. So what best can I do? If you have not sold anything, you wait until the cycle complete down and then move up. Then you can sell. Remember, in crypto, there is no permanent loss or permanent profit until you have sold. So sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I think the network problem. And so even if BTC get to $20,000 and you never sold, it makes no difference for you. The BTC get to $20,000 and came down to as low, okay? BTC get to $20,000 and now down back to $2,000. Oh my God, I will have sold. It doesn't make any sense. So you have to wait for the next cycle. When is the next cycle going to get to 20,000? That may take the next 2 years. So what am I going to do? You do nothing. The next you can do is to be farming if you have the skills. So the next point is, what do? You must know that all traders make a losing trade. What's the point is this? All traders make a losing trade. What do we mean by that? You buy a coin and it doesn't work that way and you didn't make profit. Maybe you stop at your stop loss or you just cut off from that market to make another trade and you are not clamoring about that, crying, oh no, oh my God, see my market. Not every time. That's what we call it trading. Trading profit and loss account. A time you win, a time you lose. But thank God for the losing end in the crypto is temporal. So you keep it. And that's why you should be careful about your exposure to shit coins. Next, You also know that signals are not definite. Market can be manipulated. Please take note. That is when your sentiments are very, very important. Market signals are not definite. I pity a lot of people who take signals from different Telegram groups. If you have experienced that before, I have a lot of friends who have experienced taking signals from Telegram groups, from people's on WhatsApp. They talk, hey, that market is going to do that. I can tell you Bitcoin is going to $15,000. And somebody, I think somebody who was telling me the other day, he said, hi, I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, what happened? Say, I bought BTC at $13,000. I was like, okay, good. Why did he bought Bitcoin at $13,000? Because somebody was somewhere telling him that Bitcoin was going to hit $17,000. And he was waiting, and he bought more, bought more. That's nonsense. Signals are not definite. So because market can be manipulated. So be careful. Once you are on profit, take it. Anyone who takes profit never go broke. Okay. The next is excuse me. Okay. Okay. Okay, so whoever take profit never go broke. So always take profit. Then next and last point, you must always be selfish over your money once you enter any trade. How? Selfishness. Yeah, selfishness. I'm not saying you should be greedy, but greed is part of the business. Selfishness means I'm always concerned about my money. So if I'm always concerned about my money, I enter a trade. Once I've done some profit, instead of leaving my money with some coins that I'm not to trust, then I take my profit and go away. So my money should be intact rather than leaving my money on some shit coin. So your selfishness must be, activated so that you don't lose your money into the platform that at the end of the day you return back, your money is slashed down by 50%. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are very, very important points that you must work with, to achieving a very fantastic result in the crypto space. If you're not ready to discipline yourself, especially in the aspect of, taking profit out and working with your profit and to make a difference of uh, uh, um, working against critical time, because many people, if you don't set a plan for yourself to work against critical time, the time you need money is when the price of Bitcoin will be down totally. You're now agitated. Oh my God, what should I do? Oh my God. No. When the profit is big, always have both the crypto and the fiat. How? If I made good profit, convert to USDT, part of it, and leave it there. That was why we said you keep it there for any sharp fall in the price of Bitcoin to buy back, or emergency need for your family, then you can just convert to BTC and get it withdrawn. And then that should be good. But if you just trade anyhow, you go into the market, you start moving, hey, the market is doing, I make this money, I make this money, and you never plan yourself because of, a critical time, you end up wasting the coin, because when something hits you badly, you sell off all the assets. Even though you have bought Bitcoin at $9,500 and Bitcoin come down to, let's say, $3,500, an emergency happens to you, you're going to sell off. You're going to sell off. And it will pay you. Immediately you finish selling off, BTC just spike back to 7,800 or to even 15,000. You'll say, oh my God. And ordinarily, that time you sold was at the time you are meant to look for another money to buy more. Okay? And so those are very, very key things that you must take note of, and so that you don't be at the losing end. Now, in summary, we all know that we have different projects we offer. And that was why we have to segment the Mega Green Club and then the Build With Me. The Mega Green Club is a place where we send information. I think I need to add this. On every of our platform you are, ensure and always endeavor So I meet a lot of people tell me, hey, I never knew something like this was happening because they were not reading updates. In fact, sometimes we will do Zoom, we'll do seminars, we'll do trainings, and we put it on the forum, and somebody will not read it. Somebody will not read it, somebody will not watch it, somebody will not take notes. That's too bad. The essence of putting all those things on the platform is for anyone, even if you have attended the training, you sit down with it by yourself and discover new things. And I tell people when you are listening to some of the recording, whatever, update, take notes, draft that pattern, and so that you can be able to make use of the information properly. And I meet people who ask me some questions. Hello, oh my God. So somebody say, I want to withdraw from this. How do I do that? Meanwhile, we must have explicitly talked about those things. And because the person was not taking it seriously. Listen to me, guys. This is a very serious business, and you have to take it very seriously. The difference is that you can draft your own time on part-time basis. If it's twice in a week you're going to be having for your crypto business every night, design it. If it's every morning before you go to work, design it. If it's every afternoon during your break time, design it. If it is whatever, design the time. So when you come back religiously, you go back to check your business update and know how it's going. Remember, your crypto is not a perishable good, but you need the right information at the right time to take the right actions so that you can make the right profit. And most time, people come into the system, oh, I never knew you said this. Oh, sometimes I look at say, oh, what's happening? You are in business and take it as business. The difference between this is that you don't need a sales guy, you don't need a sales boy, you don't need a shop and all of that. But you have to maximize everything in the space. Okay? You have to maximize everything in the space. And that's why I tell people in this space, prioritize your personal trading. And I need to let you know, if you are very new to crypto, personal trading does not mean, sitting down on the laptop or with your phone at all time and navigating every time. No, it's all about setting a trap and go away, come back to check your trap. Has it caught some or has it not caught? If it has caught, you remove it and reset the trap. And that's what it means. It's beyond this, let me check. And thank God, that's why many of you, if you are new with me, we bring updates. Look at this currency buy time zone. I remember for some of us who have been trading, these were three major coins we traded on this BitForex: Green, Beam, and Well. Well was not added before. It was Green and Beam that was performing very well. Well was backward, and Well was added. Now, Well became more performing coin than Beam and Green. Okay? Beam and Green were performing very well, have performed well and whatever. But thereafter, Beam and Green are now tired somehow. Now you can see Well is having this. But Well has not gotten enough volume up to these guys because they are all stakeholders. So Well has been doing well. I've been trading well, but sometimes we just bring them, look at what this guy is doing. I sold at 1,000 Satoshi previously, I think it was yesterday. And I think I bought back at about 850 Satoshi. Now, if I like now, I can sell that now at 997. It actually got to 1,009 Satoshi or 11. But I'm waiting, maybe if it can break this resistance, I'm expecting at 1,003, 1,004. Okay? If it does not, fine. But if it do, that makes a lot of sense. If it does not, I sell. So this guy now, as consolidating and going sideways, he have two major options. As the level we get to, it's either a spike up or a breakdown like this one again, just like what it has been doing. Look at the chart. For more than how many days, it has been doing that ups and down, breaking up, breaking down. And in that process, you make money. But if you look at it for a long-term view of this, it's still on profit. Even at 800 I bought back here, look at it from the bottom here, 667 thereabout. So even at the drop here, was still on profit. But because I kept some and I was swinging some. So in the process of buying here, so you can see I have made profit here, it come down here, got here, I sold again, it came down a little, bought, it went up, I sold, it came down now, I bought, and I'm still holding, waiting to sell. If it refuses to come, I will sell. If it drop again, and until it eventually spike and leave this place where it is. What can constitute to that may be when BTC again take an upward dimension. So be careful on how you handle your trade, okay? And now I've said it time without number. What should be your priority in this space is number one, your personal trading. Number one thing that should be a priority for you is number one, personal trading. Your personal trading should be number one for you. And in your personal trading, we have said what? Holding and B, swinging. Scalping is optional. Okay, scalping is optional for you. If you want to scalp, you can scalp. Me, I scalp occasionally. So I don't say you don't scalp at all. But the more you scalp so much, the more stress, the more money you lose. So it's better you swing and you hold. Okay, be careful. And of course, everyone and be with me. I met somebody who asked me the other day, and I'm sure he must have joined some of the Telegram group. He was expecting us to be bringing signals every day. I say, hey, we wouldn't want a situation where we just build people like Turkey. We want to build people who have initiative, who are sensitive. Why are we buying this coin? We should have been able to learn. We should be able to learn, how does this space work? Why do they say we should buy this coin? And that is more reason where you check this aspect. For instance, many of us have always checked this. You know, this is a support, this is a resistance, this is a support. After the spike, come the drop. After the drop, come the spike. After the spike, come the drop. Every spike that takes a vertical speed must break down. So what do? I bought a coin, it spike and do 20, 40%. Oh, it has done 40%. Irrespective of what anybody is doing, I sell because it will drop. Oh, I've finished selling. It has not dropped. Don't worry. Another day, another market, another coin. Or another day, another market, the same coin. But if you run after the coin, that's what we call FOMO, fear of missing out. You have done 40%. And the rule of the trading is that you must not buy a coin back above the last price you sold. It's dangerous. Okay? So that's why we tell people you must learn how to handle it by yourself. And that's one of the most safe, most secure parts, in this business. Okay? Then the second option is now like the leasing, the master node stuff. Okay? If you're here tonight and you don't have at least one account in EDC, please go and try. Okay? It's not a recommendation, that there is a financial advice, but you should derive a place. Yes, we have so many fake things anyway outside there, but you should have a place where you can just keep and it's giving you small additional income. And over time, you can withdraw such money and do something with it. So Masternode is the EDC blockchain. Okay, I may not have time to give you a back office update of it, but if you ask for them. So EDC blockchain, okay, is where you earn. If you are new, what you do is that you buy the coin, you list it, you get 10% of what you lease. And then what they are doing now, many of us may not know why the EDC swapping to having two coins, the EDC coin itself and the EDC token. The EDC token is the swapped product of the EDC coin into an enabled protocol of ERC20 token, which is Ethereum blockchain enabled coins. And one of the factors that, of course, we felt resulted to that, EDC have been approaching different exchange platforms to lease, especially Binance. I'm sure Binance have told them, hey, we don't lease a coin that have an MLM structure attached. I say, okay, no problem. We know what to do. And so we can see anything in EDC anytime. So, but I'm not giving you any assurance of anything. So take advantage of the Masternode, lease some volume, but let more of your money be invested in the primary focus, which is the personal trading. Okay. Then the third thing is the POS. The POS have a lot of things. The POS ticket. Okay. We talk about credit. Credit is just one of it that because a new project, we just want to buy into it and increase volumes of it. And after the much volume of the the credit, then we can sell and make some money. Then, but other staking projects are so many. But please let me warn everybody. Understand this. When we said annualized token, many people don't understand annualized token. Annualized token means where you can just keep your coin, any coin you know that you are holding, for the future, next 1 year, next 2 years, don't keep it and just hold it that way. That is where you now need places like, I mentioned a lot of platforms while I was just talking now, but that's why you need places like Bitrue, Celsius, OneChain, Trust Wallet, different dApps that you can just take the coins, and even Binance itself. Okay, Binance have a lending, a staking coins that you can just keep your money. They pay you percentage. We'll call it annualized tokenization, and that means people who does that are really whales who have enough of the coin. Just imagine like you keep what Bitcoin, maybe you have 100 Bitcoin and you're going to be paid 10% in a year, 12 calendar month. It's better for you because it's your coin. You are selfish about your coin. Your sentiment over your coin, you don't want to lose your coin. And so that's why you don't want to give it to some of those funny exchange, what do they call it? Funny investment platform. I can assure you 99%, if not 99.9% of third-party investment percentage platforms are fake. They are Ponzi scheme. They can tell you, they can promise you heaven on earth. We're going to be paying you this percentage that will make you, will help you to trade, to make this money. They are fake. We've seen a lot of them. We've been victims of a lot of them. I'm not sure anybody will come from Plan B Express who is deeply rooted in Plan B Express and will be interested in any funny scheme and invest your money, will pay you 30% every month, will pay you 20% every month, will pay you even 15% every month, will pay you 50% every month. It's not true. These are fake platforms. We've been victims of those things. We've invested our money and we lost our money to log in error 40407. A lot of them. 2018, we were head down by a lot of them. Last year, the same. So I don't expect anybody this year now, 2020, to see forcing himself to funny schemes who promise heaven and earth. There are a lot of them outside there now. Forgive me if I mention names, but there are so many now. They are paying, they are paying. I told somebody, it's not about is he paying. If it's all about is he paying, many things are paid. Prostitution is paid. Drug trafficking is paid. Yahoo is paid. Different things are paid. But what's the dignity? The dignity is what matters to you, and not just about his pay. Yes, they are paying. Plenty of them are paying. So you have to be very careful. So they are not worthwhile. It's all about, and they know what they are doing. They know that many of us don't understand where the crypto is going to. They already have awareness of the phenomenon about Bitcoin. Lead to a kind of tsunami in the of, the hand of the the network is also friendly. And so like I said, as if I lose money in any third-party platforms, right now, it's not because of my ignorance, it's because of my greed. Everyone have one content of greed in him or not, or on another. So we all greedy, okay? We want money, we want to make it big, and unfortunately, while looking for a way of making it so big, we lose it so big. And so it's better you stabilize yourself, especially consolidating yourself on the first primary focus. Okay, maybe the network wants us to call off tonight. And so, sorry, I don't know. And don't just make other projects your priority. What you should make your priority is the personal trading. So if you make personal trading your priority, so ladies and gentlemen, I think we have to allow you guys to ask questions, and so that we can try and call it a day. And so I wanted to just show you something here. I pray it does open. If it does not, congratulations, and then please you're free to ask questions. And so, but what my emphasis is, try as much as possible to reduce your exposure to third-party system, and not that I said you should not invest in projects, and because there are different third-party system out there. Okay, there are different third-party system out there. Okay, there are third-party system of investment projects. How? I said, let me use an example. Somebody have been inviting me, and I think it was last year, and somebody invited me to a platform called something. I should be a pioneer. And I told him, I said, hey, I lost crazy money last year. All right. I lost crazy money last year. Yeah. And just to try to say, okay, let me see what I can do. My community to join so that we can make some money and then invest much money in real coins. But unfortunately, we're losing more money. It was not palatable, guys. So we're losing more money. So what purpose will it be now that you preach to me about to invest, we're going to make this percentage? Major two projects that we lost crazy money last year was Wazy and EGCM. Okay, Wazy claimed to be an artificial intelligence trading platform. We make money and then pay us percentage of this. Put in so much money. Only on Wazy, I lost over 13.5 million naira only on Wazy. That was crazy, guys. And so, and other projects, EGCM like that, and Sit there and look at it. Say, hey, why will I be wasting my resources like this? All in the name I want to make money. That's it, silly of me. So I had to stop. I told them, hey, doesn't make sense. Why will I be wasting my resources all about investing in platforms and all of that? And somebody called me into a platform some of you may have joined. I'm not saying you should not join, but it's the same thing. It's going to happen the same way. They call Crowd One, Cast FX, many of them like that. The similar, stuff. I told him, hey, I'm not saying your platform is fake, but it's the same thing. They just changed the name. It's the same group of people, scamming people left and right. So are they wrong? Are they the problem? They're not the problem. I myself is the problem. Yourself, you're the problem. So if I did not patronize them, I'm not sure they're going to put gun on my head to join them. Okay? So they just appeals to my greed and appeals to your greed. So appealing to my greed and your greed is what captured us, not they, forcing us. They will never use charm on anybody. And it's all about your level of greed. And that's why I told people, say, hey, you have to reduce some of our involvement. And I rather, if I lose my money on projects, maybe new coins, new tokens that are coming out, and it does not work out, that's a different ballgame. But that I invest in a platform that promised me 20%, 50%, whatever percent, invest my Bitcoin and then they are going to pay me this percent every month. No, that's not worthwhile. They are not true. It's not as if the percentage they promise $2. No, if you're serious and dedicated, in a month you can do 100% of your trade. In a month, you can. But is it no more than 20%? So why am I scared of the 20%? Because 99% of those platforms are not true. They do nothing. They are not doing anything. It's all about robbing Peter to pay Paul. So they are going to happen the same way. So why don't I do it by myself? Now, if you look at this platform now, okay, so look at this. This I'm going to earn a whole year, 9.3%, a whole year. But the flexible thing is that I'm being paid off the fraction of this coin every day. So I can decide to unfreeze the asset and withdraw my money. But the total percentage I to have in a year is 9.3%. If I buy more of this, their token, internal token, that's why I can earn up to 10%. But for the whole year, I'm going to earn this percentage. Now, why am I telling us this? Any coin that I want to trade, not for holding, but I want to swing it, there's no point me keeping it here. But any fraction of the coin that I want to hold, maybe for the next 1 year, the next 2 years, or till when the price spike crazily, then it's better I keep it here. Now, look at example. I think it was December 23rd or something that I just experimented one Ethereum here. One Ethereum is, now it has generated how many? 0.01829 Ethereum. Now, why? I've kept, Ethereum that way because Ethereum is one of the coin I'm holding. Okay? I don't know. Where is the price of Ethereum going to? I don't know. But I'm holding it till when the price is up. When is it going to go up? I don't know. To how much? I don't know. But I'm expecting Ethereum, if all things being equal, which all things can never be equal, but the market's doing well, the Bitcoin, the crypto market take in normal shape and all of that, the less I should expect on Ethereum, maybe $3,000 or $5,000 or $4,000. Long-term view. Please don't say Felix said Bitcoin, Ethereum is going to be $5,000 immediately after May halving. I'm not saying that. I didn't say so. So please don't quote me. Okay. And so why will I put my Ethereum here? It's your choice. So it's my choice of putting my Ethereum here. It's your choice to either put it here or not. Okay. And so it's important. So let your priority be on your personal trading. And in those your personal trading, is it a must for me to be trading like Felix who trade every day? No. But does Felix actually trade every day? The answer is no. I only set my trap and go away. Anytime I remember, I go to check, how are you doing? The market, are you fine? You tell me, yeah, I'm good. And this is your report. Oh, fantastic. I pick it, I go away. And so that's what I do. And so I don't stress myself over the market. What I know I do, I don't just enter any market anyhow. I do my thorough research. And those are the advantages some of us in our community have. That's why many of you who subscribe for Build With Me is to get updates, report, pattern, strategy, what to do, and control, and how to make decision, on your market. And so then just like, remember, even those of us on Build With Me, like Tika Tiwari coin that was mentioned last how many days, and many people who subscribed to get the coin, and those that got the coins, and because there are some people now who buy the Tika Tiwari coin, they are not on Build With Me Premium Group. Yes, they have bought the Tika Tiwari coin, and eventually Tika Tiwari coin, some of them have done 300%, 170%, 70%, 80% in that order, because they are not being in a place where they can be guided, instructed what to do. Yeah, the market had gone up and come down again, probably preparing to go up again. If they were being guided somewhere, they would have sold all the spike. And now, while they are buying back, they can buy times 2 of the volume they sold. But because they are not informed. Yeah, there are 2 things here. That's why, like in our platform I sent the other day, I say, if you are on our platform, you are Mega Green, you are not on Build With Me, you have not registered or subscribed. And I say, okay, I was doing a promo for everybody. You want to be part. You can be part, and not necessarily that you are going to get the Tika Tiwari coin. Tika Tiwari coin, say, can come and subscribe on my Palm Beach, $2,500. We say, hey, we can work as a community or group. And so rather than doing that, you can pay $500. And some people paid $500 to get the coins, the names of the coins. Now, there are 2 things here. Some people can pay the $500 and not be on Build With Me. The coins will be given to the fellow, go and buy it, go and save it somewhere or whatever. When the spike happens, he wouldn't know what to do. Does that mean he's going to make loss? No, but he will have maximized. Remember, I will say cryptocurrency is not an investment, but an opportunity that you can invest into. And that's another dimension, of it. Then somebody can be on Build With Me and he doesn't subscribe for the Tika Tiwari coin. He's not going to get the coin. But whichever way, you have an edge because you have information. And that's why I would say it's better to be an informational trader than to be a professional trader. No, I'm not saying you should not be professional, but information is very, very key in this industry. There are other things I will show us, but just like I joined a new company. I'm not inviting you. I'm not. Sorry. How do I put it? I learned a lesson. Let me. As I round up, please. I learned a lesson in 2015, 16. I'm this type of person. I'm very, very. I feel sometimes I don't like seeing somebody to be like an opportunist. I feel bad, but because of thinking that my community might feel like this guy is just an opportunist, and I will start a business, and maybe because all of us join a business and we have not really made some good result, and when I bring a new system and I join, wouldn't know which one may do very, very well. And if it's a project, if it's a network marketing, if it's whatever, the early birds always take it first. And with that, I say, it's better you share the information with people and let them decide to be part or not to be part. Secondly, you must be very objective. And that's why I tell people, even if it's my wife, I tell, hey, do your spiritual in the sense that everything you do in life, communicate with your spirit. And that's why I tell people, you don't need to be a mediocre. You don't allow anybody to twist you here and there. If somebody give you, an opportunity or information about something, don't be sentimental about it. Sit down. Does it work with your spirit at all? Do your own diligence. Do your own research. And if you're good to go, fine, you take it. If you're not good to go, no matter what the person is saying, don't force yourself. anything you force yourself, let me just do it because I just believe the guy. Don't trust anybody, including Felix. I'm not saying I'm going to be misleading you, please, but get it very right. Don't trust anybody. Trust only yourself when it has to do with this business. Generally in life, trust only yourself. Trust only yourself. I'm not saying you should not listen to people, but if you trust only yourself, if you make a mistake, you don't bother. If you make it right, you thank God. But if you trust, just hey, anybody coming, give us this, I think we believe that guy. No. Don't do that. It's very risky. So, and you just say that you have made profit. The market, not be only 20%, don't do. I hear say the thing go do 100%. Now lie. Your mind, your spirit have told you sell. And you can sell immediately and the market pull back. You know, you will tell us, hey, bravo, I thank God, oh, my spirit told me the right thing. See where you now you end up hitting that. Hey, if I know I've never sell, I've made a very big mistake. Oh my God, why have I done this? Oh my God, hey, shit, bullshit, it's a lie, nonsense. Move on. Another day, another market, another coin. So stop doing that, okay? And so that's why I tell people, anything you want to take advantage of, don't waste time. Take advantage of it. Anything your spirit does not move you to take advantage of, no matter what the preaching anyone is saying, including Felix, don't bother yourself. Do what pleases your mind. Remember, one of the first things we said is that you must not buy into every project given to you. You must not buy into every project given to you. But what I will say is that I saw a project, and I joined, and let me show you there. If you have CoinsBit, you can check your CoinsBit if you are trading on CoinsBit. Not the CMT. Go to stable and search for peak. Yeah, I don't normally mistarget my, my stuff, but I think I mistarget this peak. It's good to be this little money. If you have little money, I'm not my screen. I will say my screen. Okay. Hello, somebody unmute yourself and tell me, are you seeing my screen? Hello? Nobody?
I'm seeing it, sir.
Oh, fantastic. Good. So now, if you're trading on CoinsBit, you go there and click on trade and go to stable and search for peak. Peak, P-E-A-K, and search for it and see. Now, I want to show you one sentiment. I don't do this. That's why sometimes I say it's better to lose. It's better to lose by lost than to lose by miss. And this was the first time I would never take an action, and it pains me to my bone marrow. Why? Before CoinsBit was launched, one of my friends from Germany approached me and told me about a project. And he told me, the project name is called Market Peak, okay? And then say, this is Market Peak. We're trying to launch a coin, and we're trying to create a kind of investment. He just mentioned a lot of things, fantastic things. And I was following and doing my own research, studying more about it. And where I missed it and where he misprospected me, okay? Where the guy misprospected me was this. He said, the projects, the coin, and other things they have. The coin is going to be listed, okay? That the coin is going to be listed on the, what's this? Okay, that the coin was going to be listed on the Coinsbit. Okay, I'm a researcher, okay? So I said, okay, I was following up, and that time they've not started properly. And they say Coinsbit. You know what I first did? I have to go to CoinMarketCap and start searching for Coinsbit. I can't find anything called Coinsbit as an exchange. So I look for it everywhere. No way. I said, oh, this is nonsense. And they was telling me the project is going to be big and all of that. I said, okay, just get out. So but one thing I remember I did was I actually signed up, okay, with the link he sent to me. But my usual self, this is what I do. I will sign up and be following up information about the thing and see how I can take advantage of it. And see where I miss. I was not checking. And when Coinsbit was launched, when all of us did it, sign up and they were giving the CNB token, I never bothered to check what was going on. And eventually, the coin, of course, even before the Coinsbit, they were talking of the Coinsbit. So they launched on the Coinsbit and launched on P2P. So I think it was this year, but this information I'm saying is about last year. It was this year I was chatting somewhere. Somebody talked to me from where? I talked about, do I know about Market Peak? And so, no, I got a message on my mail. I started reading. So this P2P, yeah, because I trade on P2P too, and I saw something big and blah, blah, blah. Oh. So I start checking. Now, on the P2P was launched on the peak was launched on P2P at 1 cent. So as at the time I will now check back on P2P, it was 10 cents. I said, what? Then I have to start searching for that, my friend. You know, I don't even remember the name again. I start searching. Was he on WhatsApp with chatting? Was he on Facebook? So I start searching for, and I saw the guy, and I saw that, oh, it was Market Peak, and the guy named, I started chatting with him. And he behaved like myself. And how? He has talked to me and I was not yielding positively. So he just left me. And that's exactly what I do too. So when I now asked him, we now did some Zoom. Guys, I won't lie to you. Immediately, I just activated my account. And immediately I activated my account, activated 2 accounts, one here, one other myself. And I saw that the coin I will have bought, as at the time it was now marketing me, in their back office was 0.05 something. That $250 will have bought me about 2,571. Oh no, 2,357 or something, around that, no. 2,557, around that I will have been given. Then will have been given more than that, about 5,000 plus. So I just quickly bought it, then kept it. Up to now, I'm still doing some study about the coin, but the truth of the matter is that I said, okay, I start chatting with the CEO and I said, okay, how are you working this? To be very truthful with you, I'm still studying the coin very well. So, and that's okay. They listed on Coinsbit, they listed on P2P, they listed on Vindax. I have so many exchanges because for the purpose, and I've told us in our community before that even though you are not going to trade on some of those exchanges, open them and keep your login details safe. One day, coin will be announced. You now want to create an account on those exchanges. They will tell you, well, read the number of people expected per day, or pay money before you can join, or be on the queue for the next 5 days. And the coin is already money, maybe money with 1,000%. So if you have a previous account with them, it's just to log in. You cannot log in, just reset your password, and you're able to trade the coin. So those are the reasons why, since they are not paying, if you don't know what to do, create a new email and write it down and use it to open those exchange platforms. You don't want to mix it, because of security purpose on your main desktop. So when I checked it, so I just quickly sign up and put, and then bought the package. So it was later I discovered that the number of coins, something like this, sorry, the number of coins I actually bought was on my a tokenized system, okay? Was on my tokenized system. That was when I saw that what I will be earning in the token was just 2.5% of the token per month. Okay? 2.5% of my token per month. The first month gone, 87, 89 point something. The subsequent one will be on the 14th, I'm not mistaken. 14th, yeah, 14th of April, then another one. So for the next 1 year, the total volume I can expect to earn is 1,071. And I said, okay, what should I do? Since it's a new token, I will accumulate it and leave this one in the back office. And I'm still trading the token in Coinsbit. So let me see what it amounts to the next 1 year. So if the token can be pushed, maybe whatever, up to $1 or even 50 cents, I can divide part of the token, sell off to get my $250 back, and then continue following, their project. Okay, and then the next is the aspect of I think they were doing promo, but the number of coins anybody can get now, nobody, sorry, forgive me, nobody can get the volume of coins I got. It's not possible again. By the time, so the time I was getting it was about 0.07 or something. Now it's about 0.084. On exchange is actually about 0.089 or something. On P2P, I wouldn't know, check thereafter. So why am I telling us this? So that I'm just saying it, go and do your research. If you like it, you can just take little money because they are doing promo right now, $125 for the lowest pack, $125, but you can't get more than 1,488. That is $125 divided by the price of each of the token right now is what gives you that volume you're going to get. But at least $125 is not too much for you. I pick my account $250. Each of the account $250 multiplied by 2, that's $500. So you can get it $125, but this is the volume of the token you have. And so every month, 2.5% of this your token is what is paid to you, and other things can be read up. So now apply your sentiment. Remember, not all the projects that have been introduced you should join. Don't do that so that you don't waste your resources left and right. But you do your sentiment and check yourself. Remember, when you start a project, you check how much can I make, how fast can I recover my money. So if the opportunity spike, I sell, I make my money, and I continue riding the project. That's exactly what I did last year on EDC. I trade and make some money. And then when the spike happened, I only sold EDC twice last year. This year, I've not sold EDC. I'm waiting for the major spike. When all this swapping is consolidated, then the major spike. In fact, the only thing I know I've been doing now, somebody should not laugh. And should not, Doris, don't laugh. If you laugh, you will pay money. The only thing I've been doing now.
I've already been laugh.
The only thing I've been doing now is that I took a fresh money and I start trading the EDC ERC20 on this exchange. Believe me, I've made some money. So I bought some at 500 Satoshi? Okay, I think 500 Satoshi. 500 Satoshi, and I sold at 800. I was just doing that. So I'm waiting for, if you can see, come down to, oh shit, it has gone to 6. I was waiting for 500. I didn't know when it come, and it has moved there. So I will buy. So I took fresh money, just little money. You don't need to put so much. It's part of my scalping money, okay? Not my swing or my holding money. So I took some little money to come here. So as I'm trading it now, at a point, this coin will spike here, especially when it's now being listed back on all the other exchange. whatever money I put in, maybe $50 or $100, I may have put that money, I must have pushed that money up to like maybe from $100 up to $500. I can do something reasonable for me over the time. And so those are the sentiment. But what about my EDC, my back office? Untouched, because I can't waste it now. I have to allow the market to be consolidated before I touch anything in my EDC back office. Okay, so you're welcome, everybody. So if you have any question, you are free to ask question. And so we call it a day. Or do we have anybody who is very, very fresh tonight, Namis? Nobody's joining us for the first time tonight, right? So any question?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Captain. I hope you parked the ship very well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are doing great, yeah. Let me celebrate you tonight, a phenomenal leader, an educator, a man who have the interest of making people to become a billionaire and also living what I'm doing right now, leaving my family to hang here on the ship. Oh. Thank you for your analysis tonight. A quick one.
Good.
So you've talked about selling every spike and buying every dip.
Yes.
So for me on EDC, because I noticed, was it last week or week before last on UBIC, the coin actually moved to 60, 59, 60. And if I could remember, I bought EDC at 75 such. But as you are saying, you said we should sell every spike, and that was a spike, but I didn't buy it at that price. Although I invested it on the project that is giving us the 10%. So am I supposed to take the accrual and trade that spike? But for me, I felt because it wasn't up to what I bought the coin. That is one. The second one is in regards to BTC. I bought BTC when it was on NGN at 3,600,000 and something, and since then the market crashed down until where we are right now. So I don't know if I'm supposed, because I've already placed it on sale at about 3,900,000, and I don't see that happening soon. So am I supposed to cancel that trade and maybe use it to trade it to USDT or whatever, because it's just left there? So those are the two questions I have. I know it looks stupid, but just help me out. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I think I can understand your two questions, but at a point we lost your voice in. And look at it. Now, one thing is this. For EDC, right? For EDC, it's exceptional. Why do I say it's exceptional? Your EDC, if you listen to what I said, last year, I sold EDC twice. Season 1 was March, April. Season 2 was November. And what are the reasons? And if you look at EDC, it's a project. And why is it better or easier than Ponzi investment platform? Because you are buying the coin and the coin is traded on exchange. You are leasing the coin and then the coin accrued for you. So you are at liberty to hold and see how much it gets to be reasonable. Now, two things. The volume of EDC you bought, let's say 30,000 EDC you bought, is your asset and it's your money. Now, the accrual is your profit. Now, there are people, it's just our community while we do some of this work. There are people that are in EDC. They don't even know the season when to sell it or when not to sell it. Their own is they have invested, they are selling at any time. They don't care whatever the price is doing. Their own is that they have invested and it's accruing every month, every day, and in a month get to a so amount, they sell and make money. But we want to maximize the opportunity. Why? We said, let's say, irrespective of how much you enter the market with, but especially if you enter the market when the EDC was 75 Satoshi, it all depends again what was the value of BTC in dollar that time, maybe when the price was still very low. So, but the point there is that if my leasing is working for me, that helps me not to give myself headache over the trading of EDC. The only time I can give myself headache over the spiking, then let's say you have entered EDC when the Satoshi was 75 Satoshi. Then the advantage you have is that either EDC is coming down or is going up or is stagnant. You have an advantage that because 10% of the accrual is coming every month. So it may be in the next 6 months or 1 year when you have accrued so much volume of EDC and the price of one EDC get to 500 Satoshi, then you can sell all of those volume, right? While your leasing still continue accruing for you. So that is the approach you should use in EDC. The approach you are using on EDC is not the approach of the frequent trading of other cryptos. You do interval trading, but you are still applying of the spike. The spike is, of course, everyone at that point, the entry price, maybe I enter at 500, at 200 Satoshi, another person at 150, another person at 100, you enter at 75, another person will enter at 30, but you should ensure that, okay, the spike that has happened was actually a phenomenon, more than the volume of Satoshi you bought when you were coming in, at least 150, 200, while you bought at 75. Then, if it's that, fine, I can sell. But, oh, why will I even sell? Because it's times 2. No, is the phenomena have spiked and it's like consolidating about to return that I can sell. But it has not stopped. I remember last year, November, I told everybody, I said, hey, EDC is about to spike again. And once it gets to 120 Satoshi, please watch, don't sell yet. Many people sold at 120, fine. Because some of them joined when it was 72, 73, and all of that. Many sold. In fact, I remember somebody sold at 65 because he bought at 24, 25, 27. They were happy that they made money. And I told them, hey, if EDC got to 120 and eventually keeps 125 Satoshi, please hold. And that was when we hold it. And eventually in that season, EDC got to 500 Satoshi. Remember, somebody who have sold at 120, he will scratch his head. Oh my God, what have I done? But the only consolation he has the engine. I call it the goose that has laid the egg. So no matter how much he has sold the eggs, the goose is still capable of laying another one. But even if the goose can lay another one, we always want everybody to maximize the market, as it were. That is on EDC. Now on your BTC, that invariably, as at the price you bought, 3-point-something million or 3 million naira. Of course, BTC must have been at about maybe 7,000, maybe 9,000 to maybe $9,000 or $8,500. That's what the price of Bitcoin was. In that case, you do nothing. You keep the BTC as it were. Or you set price above the price you bought. Or the best bet is just don't even set any price. Hold it. That you don't touch it. If you already stabilize very well and you can monitor your emotion very well, such coin, the best you can do with it is what we call crypto farming. How do you farm with it? You can trade such coin against altcoins. And when you are trading it, you go to your back office, you go to your Binance, take record of how much is the volume in Satoshi, maybe 0.07 BTC. Then you can begin to trade the BTC against altcoins. Now, if you start trading against altcoins, and you have seen that this coin, it has done, maybe you are trading in against altcoin. Let's say you use in buying, excuse me. maybe you buy, sorry. Okay, so maybe like this is a coin, this like this coin now. Maybe you bought Wabi. You bought Wabi. Wow, eventually this guy is spike. That's good. Now maybe you bought Wabi, and presently Wabi has spiked and come down. But at the time you bought Wabi, you came back and saw that Wabi has done 10% against that your BTC. Don't waste time. Just sell it back to your BTC. Right now, when you are trading that you're farming, is against altcoin you trading. Even when you have made profit, you won't end that trade now. You must not end that trade now. You can't end that trade now. You keep farming the BTC to altcoin. That is, Satoshi to Satoshi. Continue trading the coin to altcoin, trading the BTC to altcoin, trading the BTC to altcoin, and you are not going to end the trade. We said no trade is end successfully until it's being pushed into USDT against a drop in the price of Bitcoin. So you are pushing it that way, and so you are just farming. So what you are checking perpetually is to ensure that the Satoshi volume increased. So maybe from 0.07, it has increased to 0.09 or 0.1. Now, at that point, if you check the Naira value you use in buying it, that your money is still short by Naira value, don't bother. Keep that BTC until the market recover. I can bet you, as at the time the market will even recover, let's say at the rate you were buying 3 million, and it was about $8,000 that time. I can bet with you, when the market recover even to 7,005, you see that you're already in big profit. So what do? You just wait and allow the market to recover back. When the market recover back and get to the price you want to even sell, maybe from 8,000, and then you want to sell at $10,500. You may be surprised that your money is already times 2. Why? Because you were doing farming with the Satoshi. If you don't know how to go about the doing of the farming, which is the normal trade, then it's better you just hold it. But if you know how to do the farming, then, so such coin, you must not trade it with secondary coin. You have to trade it with primary coins that you know that even when they come down, then they recover. And why you are trading it, because when BTC is down, 2 things happen. BTC spikes suddenly. Every coin will press down. BTC drops suddenly. Every coin will press down. Why? BTC will not give them any notice. And when that such a thing happens suddenly, everybody will return their money back to BTC. So every other coin flop. Until when Bitcoin is consolidating, then those stronger coins that are primary coins take the same pattern and start following BTC one after the other. But shitcoin, if I would drop, would depress them all. So as such coin you have bought and the market has come down, you must not trade it against shitcoins or coins that you say, oh, they are going to pump it. Shitcoin are coins that they pump and dump, so that you don't give yourself headache. I hope that has answered you to next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. So any other question?
Good evening, sir.
Amen, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome, sir. Aliyu?
Yeah, good evening.
How are you today?
Fine, sir.
You're welcome.
I'm still on EDC. I read an update on EDC.
EDC?
That they want to fix that they want a fixed value for the coin come April 21st next month.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. There are 2 things in EDC you must know around. First is the EDC coin. Second is the EDC token. I'm not saying EDC confined to me about this thing I want to say. But what I have sensed when EDC was to swap and to create an ERC20 token enabled, I knew it was part of the condition given to them by Binance. Because I remember that there was a time EDC was making a move and they said, very soon you will see EDC being launched on Binance. And what Binance gave was, hey, if you must list any token or any coin, it must not have an MLM structure. And if you look at EDC critically, following their train from beginning, EDC is not a platform that want to let go of their own technology, meaning their own EDC coin. Because it's very fast, because it's a coin that was built on BitShell blockchain system. So with that, EDC looked at it. What can we do? The best is we're going to make coin available. So let us have a coin as an output from our EDC coin. So if a coin has its blockchain, if a crypto have its own blockchain, that is a coin. If it's being listed as an extension or an expansion bay on Ethereum project or any other project or any other blockchain, it's referred to as a token. Now, for Binance to allow it, and even it has to be an ERC20 token that is not MLM controlled. So for that, the EDC said, in our back office, what will be running on the blockchain of EDC will be EDC coin. For that, we wouldn't want to close our own project of EDC leasing. So if we must not close it and want to achieve a massive market, we have to have the token that can be in the exchange platform. So whatever the price there, we are not the one to control it. Then, but the EDC coin will be in our back office. The only means of getting the EDC coin is using it as a project, which is the tokenization, staking it on the masternode continually. But while staking it, for the volume to come to the market must be swapped through the back office swapping method. Now, that's what we are swapped to token will go to the general market. That's what is in the back office will be there. But we wouldn't want the situation that the market will just be anyhow. And so it has to be pegged like a stable coin. Okay? The price will be fixed. But even at the long run, with the number of increase in the people needing the EDC from the back of the country going to be peer-to-peer, only the new listing, is it Croco, what's exchange they brought, where you can swap or buy EDC direct and all of that. So with that, you are buying EDC peer-to-peer, members to member. You lease the coin. But is that the only way where I can get EDC to lease? No. But for me, I foresaw, and what the platform don't want it to happen. If you depend on the one in the market,
Oga Felix, I don't hear you. I mean, only me no hear you.
Same here. It wasn't audible enough. I couldn't hear him.
see the
Hello, sir. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We lost the audio. We can't hear you.
That is not funny, guys. Network is so crazy. Okay, now this is it. Maybe now if you want to go to exchange, maybe as at that time, this ERC20 token is now 5,000 Satoshi. And you need to buy 150 and 150 of it to go and convert to 30,000 EDC back office. And the price of BTC as at that time is even bigger than what it is right now. You know, instead of $475, so that time the price of Bitcoin is $10,000. So this would now be $750. And now, or BTC is $20,000, that would be $1,500. And you are using $1,500, okay? You are using 5,000. Okay, so you are using $5,000 or $1,500 to buy. So it may be very cumbersome. So, but from the back office, since the price will be fixed, then you can easily buy it to lease. You lease, you earn volume, you want to bring it to the market, you swap and credit it. And so that's just the basic summary. And a lot of things they are doing anyway. So that, you know, we help you to, like I said on our platform, don't be in a haste to swap your coin. Like me, I'm not ready to swap my coins now. I just continue accumulating for them. Okay, is that gotten, Ali?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you talked about your one of your team member, CoinsBit was not approved.
Almost 8 of them.
Almost 8 of
have
them
been disapproved because of voter current. I did it myself for the disable. Everything was disabled, cleared, but they keep disapproving it.
It was cleared, and even
it's readable, everything.
The selfie.
Everything is, yes, everything. I did it myself. Everything is okay. I did 15. 7 was okay, perfectly okay because of this national ID, passport and driver's license. The 8 was voter card. They all declined all the 8.
Okay, the national ID card and then the passport was approved.
Yes, huh? But the voter card, yes, but they all declined the voter card.
Maybe it means that they are not. I've not. Maybe I will have to ask because I've not used voters card for anything, and so I don't know. Maybe they are not accepting voters card. It's very possible.
All the 7 went through.
Yeah, since they approved.
Driver's license was approved. National ID card, the passport was approved. Then passport was approved, but voters card none was approved. All the 8 was declined.
And it's very more likely that what's it called? That voters card maybe is not allowed or something. I'll make an inquiry anyway about that, and so. But I've not used voters card for anything. I don't even have in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, any other questions?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Mama.
Good evening, sir.
What thing happened now? Why your voice low like this?
I don't know.
Huh?
Sir, please, I don't know what happened though. Well, can you hear me now?
Maybe it's too much BTC.
So I will not see more.
Why you no see am? Maybe
I see small.
small.
Mm,
Okay.
But please, I also want to thank you and Mr. Tayo. If I disturb you, you know answer me. Now Mr. Tayo be the next person. I did disturb and know this more.
You did what?
I've always been disturbing Mr. Tayo because you don't pick my call. So I now shift the whole disturbance to him, and he has been so wonderful, sir, honestly.
Hallelujah.
Honestly,
Hallelujah.
I really thank you so much for the whole teachings and all that. I don't know. A lot of people don't really understand what we have. I know the tools. In fact, this forum would go a long way. I know. Honestly, I thank you so much. But I don't know. I don't know where to begin. I don't know. So I was actually experimenting the SBA. You know, you've been talking about it, and just yesterday you sent it on the platform that okay, some people I don't want to hear I slept off or I did this. I said, oh, this man again on this SBA thing. I said, okay, let me just experiment it. But all the while I've not done it. Lo and behold, the the increase in honestly, I didn't know it was that quick on the USDT.
The what?
Oh, it was wonderful. You know, I converted to USDT, and I bought some XBA. It was
Okay.
very sweet. It was very sweet. The
Okay.
percentage increase was marvelous. I wish everybody can just
Oh,
be part of it. I know a lot may not understand it a lot until they try it out. Maybe if you
Mama,
emphasize
talk loud
more.
now. This one where you say the very sweet.
Okay,
doctor say
I'm
doctor
saying
say
we
you are
should.
doctor say you are talking as if say we dey, we dey honeymoon.
Okay, sir, I'm sorry. I'm saying he should emphasize more on the SBA, SBU, so that a lot of people can take advantage of it. There is so much to be taken from the table, like he always says. So much, so much. Until you try it out, you would not understand it. He has been emphasizing though, but and I've been
Sure.
looking at I know he's a man of risk. So most times I don't like to pursue him like that. I say, oh, this man is a man of risk. Let me just slow down and watch him. So yesterday, when
Okay.
he posted on the platform, that I wouldn't want to hear you are sleeping or whatever. Go and convert to USD. I said, okay, good. And go to XP. I said, okay, let me try this XP out since this man for the past how many weeks has been talking on it. Let me try it out. Let's just end it here. It was marvelous. It was marvelous, honestly. I didn't understand it until I tried it. SBA, SBO, please, everybody take advantage. There's so much to be taken from the table. So much, so much, so much. And another question, sir, I want to know, and the inevitable fall in BTC, is it as a result of the fall
But
in a fall in the economy, financial economy, or it would come as a result of the halving?
yeah, there are a lot of things that coincide. The stock market, of course, it's a lot of things are happening, and so the just like we have been saying, especially when it dropped, that ought to have happened within a period. It didn't happen on time. The pullback will always be very astronomical, and like ordinarily when BTC returned back up, was not done dropping. Was not done dropping at all. And so with that, we probably might expect a lower low than what it did previously. That's just what I was emphasizing. We should not be carried away by the move up, and Of course, like that move up that even did a kind of bull, trap, was supposed to maybe hit even as high as about $6,800 and all of that. But we're just looking at different, market indications and all of that, showing anything from, even if it did not move, just like I said, the strategy the guy will do this, going to do like you catch a frog, open a bowl, what they call a pot, and put cold water and then drop the frog inside, cover it. And then he will be swimming and enjoying himself there. Then they set the fire, be entering little by little. We don't know when it's now boiled down. And that's the exact thing that the team may do now, tomorrow, next tomorrow, down, get to Wednesday, Thursday, you just like, what's happening? But if you look at the stock market, is still like lingering. And in fact, if you just see a drop very well in the stock market, just know that BTC extremely will drop. And with this coronavirus, everything, market in crypto is about sentiment and fundamentals. And the technical analysis play out, but it elongates time because of the fundamentals. Sometimes when the technical analysis meant to play out, because of the fundamental, we delay it, but it must still play out. So the best bet, just like I've been saying, is no matter what's happening, either you are on the BTC itself or on the bear and whatever, as soon as you have recorded some profit, you can take it and watch the down. But you're holding, you may not bother yourself. Even if you go down to $1,200, you may not bother yourself while you are holding. But if I'm holding any portion of Bitcoin, and when it has gone to about $10,200 and I never sold, and it came down to $8,000, I never sold, and it's within the range of this 3,000, 2,000, 3,400. There's no point in me going to my holding because it's a waste of energy. But for the one you are swinging and all of that, that drop is so much inevitable. Don't put the triggers on my head if you refuse anyway. But we must experience it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, please, can you throw more light on the Earth Bull? Let me understand it properly.
Was it?
Earth Bull, Earth Bull.
ECRO?
Yes, sir. ETH Bull.
ECRO fund?
ETH Bull. Bull.
Ethereum.
The bull. No, the bull is just the opposite side. But you may use less of 80 bull, but you may use more of 80 bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
you may use. Fine. Thank you for asking that question. You may use more of 80 bear, but more of 80 bull. If you want to use ETBR, you may have all the assets of the USDT in ETBR. But when you want to use ETBO, you have to divide your portion. Take one portion back to your asset, which is your BTC or whatever, and take one portion or little portion. Because your ETBO, if the market is recovering, yes, fine. You will have good percentage. But remember, what you're actually holding is fiat. And since it's fiat, you are not recording. And if the market, like the BTC spike astronomically, you are not recording a much profit per se. You're recording percentage in fiat, unless and if, like the market that was fluctuating. Like the market that was fluctuating that returned from 5,600 and go back to 6,700, 6,900 or thereabout. Yeah, you can make use of each bull that time. But if in total bull market, just forget about each bull. Don't use it.
Okay.
The indication of the two is that every move, 1% move in BTC or Ethereum up, give 3% growth of your money in each pool. Just like every 1% drop, give 3% growth in the price of each bear. So if the growth, if the return of the market is not a total bull market, there's no, you can put money. If it's not a total bull market, you can put some money on your ETF. But if it's a total return, just don't bother yourself.
Okay, sir.
Just collect your assets and ride it back.
Okay, sir. Sir, in this
Then,
case,
but if it's like temporary one, pardon?
I wanted to ask another question, sir.
Go ahead.
In this case of expecting inevitable drop in BTC, what do you think we
You
should
said?
do in this situation that we're expecting inevitable drop in BTC?
Yeah.
What do you think we should? What's your advice on
Yes.
Seeker's coin?
Oh, no. In this inevitable drop, all right, the best I can do is which may not necessarily the best I can do when it's so obvious, because it's still deceiving a lot of people now doing consolidation, sideways and all of that. But once like I said, between now, today, tomorrow, probably next tomorrow and all of that, it will be so glaring that you say, okay, this is eventually the total drop that it's going to do. It has been creating a very strong support around 6,000 since 4 or 5 days past now and all of that. But the drop is inevitable. So the best for me, if I have sold any of these things, is to just hold my money in my 8 bear. Okay? It's just hold my money in 8 bear. Not all the one I'm holding, I'm not touching it, because if you have not sold your BTC, you are holding at 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. And you say, let me sell it now. You may not meet up. But the market can use 2 days and do 50% back. Then you say, oh my God, I forget my USDT. My God. No. The one you are swinging, probably and the scalping, then you can now put on your 8 bear and done. So if the market eventually trying to recover, then you can put your money back to your USDT and then turn it back to 8 bear. There's a way if you follow it religiously. The profit you must have even made from following your 8 bear, 8 bull, you can now have some fraction you carve out. Either the BTC is going to drop drastically or not. You just see that if it has dropped, let's say, dropped to like 4,005, you just decide to buy. So the ones that drop very well to maybe from 6,000 now to like 4,005, you can ladder buy from your USDT. You sell part of your 8 bear and buy and use the USDT to buy, some BTC. You see a drop again. If it plays out as it ought to play, and then we expect lower low to maybe, less than 2,000 possible. That if you refuse, maybe a lot of analysis are giving like maybe 3,500. But me, I've been expecting 3,000 for a very long time, less than 3,000, very long time. Okay. As situation unfold, we will still give updates. As situation unfold.
Okay, Felix, I wanted to say something that I just saw the news now that the New York mayor is saying that the quarantine in the state of New York might be up to 9 months.
Okay.
What I think that's going to do to Wall Street tomorrow morning is going to be very dramatic. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Even if it's not true, I mean, if it's not going to be up to 9 months, or that kind of statement is going to cause some ripples tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of statement is terrible. So you can see now. You can see that kind of stuff now. That terrible things, crazy things are happening, and of course there have been silence. Of course, when we've been talking about silent financial crisis, a lot of people don't know. And we've been talking, I'll be talking about the hyperinflations that you're just deceiving yourself. Kind of California, Washington State, flight. So, but many people like, what are you talking about? This kind of thing and all of that. This thing may not be so funny, going forward.
Yeah.
May not be so funny going forward. That's just the truth. Generally, in all the markets. So that's why we need to, once we see anything, we just click to the Ether bear. So if you done very well, the Ether bear will have given you some money. You can scoop some head of it and use it to do some jollification. Spending the time, the market will respect itself. Even when anything will happen positive, there's no how. For the next 60, 90 days, we'll battle with markets. The market may try to pick up next month.
Yeah, but 90 days for sure. It will pick up. Crypto will pick up because of halving, but
yes,
these 90 days are going to be very interesting.
Yes. Okay, any other whatever?
They don't sleep. Only me and doctor they are awake.
You did what?
They don't sleep. Only me and doctor they are awake. No, you are not going to awake. Make them talk. Make them talk now. If they awake, make I hear.
No try saying, hey, where you they go, eh? Hey, if they catch you, yeah.
We there awake, we no sleep.
Madam, simplicity day here. I never sleep.
Okay, now I know.
I know the person you are using style to say, you know, they are Baba K.
The one and only.
Now, okay.
You want to finish the whole question?
All right, guys, we have really tried, and let's go back and then take our nice rest. So anything you see in the market tomorrow, take it.
Tomorrow will be bloody.
Okay.
Let the beer continue.
Let it be. Let me tell you, there are a lot of people now, they are crying because they don't know certain secrets.
In fact, that secret is on point. We should have known it a long time before now.
Yeah.
I tell you, sir.
I'm still on food now. I'm still on food.
In fact.
All right, guys, have a nice rest, and
Thank you, sir.
bye for now.